One of the worst feelings in this world is knowing that someone very special left you for someone else. Breaking up with a lover is never an easy thing to do. You'll feel devastated, and you'll probably start thinking all negative about yourself, like how ugly and fat you are, that you're not slim enough for your partner, or maybe it can be a case that you are not rich enough for your mate. Stuff like those are normal when you're still fresh from a breakup. You might start thinking that is the end of the world for you and that you can't find anybody else better than your ex, but I tell you, you're gonna be okay. The problem with most people these days is that when after breaking up, they'll constantly blame themselves on why the relationship didn't work out well, asking themselves, what have I done wrong? Saan ako nagkulang? It is perfectly okay to ask these questions to yourself, but do not overdo it. Doing this as a means to evaluate what kind of person you've been during the relationship is a good thing. But do not let it get to a point where you forget your worth. You must not ever forget your self-worth. It isn't your fault anymore when you know you've given your all just to make the relationship work. You just go on with your life and move on. The first week after a breakup will seem to be the hardest. It's because this is where you are battling with change. You are still adjusting and learning to accept the fact that it's over. Yes, moping will always be a part of the learning process, but just because it's natural doesn't mean you won't do anything about it. Crying is unavoidable. You can cry if you want to. You just let it all out and release all the grief and pain inside you. It is perfectly okay because we are humans and we are capable of feeling and experiencing pain. That's why we cry. But remember that you cry just to release the pain inside you and not to mourn over your ex-lover who left you. Breaking up has its own pros and cons. Yes, it's hard to think of great things that are happening in your life when you're still fresh from a breakup. But moving on can depend on your mindset. In the end, it will be up to you if you want to move on or not. The first great thing that you should be thankful for after a breakup is that you get to spend more time with your friends. Bring back your old bondings before that animal of an ex-lover came into your life. Hang out with them and stay with them as much as possible so that you won't feel alone. And find emotional support from them because they would be more than willing to help you get through your situation. That's why they're called friends. They will be the ones to push you to carry on with your life even after a lover leaves you. Real friends never leave you. Not ever. The second great thing is that your ex-lover is finally out of your life. Be happy because that will be one less problem for you. Be grateful that he or she is finally gone. No more headaches, no more arguments, no more issues, and you can finally focus more on your studies, your job, or even your social life. I personally think that being in a relationship limits you to befriend other people, especially from a member of the opposite sex. The third and greatest thing that you should be thankful for after a breakup is that you are finally free. Free from all the stress and issues that lovers experience. Go out and socialize with other people, hang out with them, celebrate your freedom and showcase yourself to the world. You are too amazing to be moping inside your house. Most people feel all insecure and negative after a breakup. This, I do not know why. I mean, come on, nagmahal ka lang naman eh, and nothing's wrong with that. Just because your lover broke up with you doesn't mean that you have a bad personality or that you are ugly or fat. It occurred to teach you a very valuable lesson. You don't need to feel bad about yourself. Instead of regretting the entire relationship, why not try seeing things the other way around and be thankful that the relationship happened? There's no such thing as coincidence, only the inevitable. Things happen because it has to happen and you can't escape from it. Also, everything that you lose always comes with something in return. When a service is rendered, a compensation is necessary to complete the transaction, and the payment must be of equal value to the service. It can neither be too much nor too little. There can be no deficiency or excess, only perfect balance. Who knows what compensation to a breakup may be?